All right, y'all. So just a quick heads up. In this class, we are not just going to be doing labs and completing these little video tasks. We are also going to be explaining what we found. And that means you're going to be presenting the science that you learned. And you're going to be doing that in front of the entire class. But don't worry, don't panic yet. Let's first learn about how do we even make a presentation? How do we make a good slideshow? Since 9 times out of 10, we're going to be using slides that doesn't make people eye hurt or make them fall asleep. So let's talk about how do we format. When you open your slides in front of the class, your first slide sets the tone. If it's a mess, people check out. You want to make sure that your title is bold and big. Don't use 4 different fonts, please. That is not artistic. It's just distracting and it's ugly. Let's not do that. We want to make sure that we're keeping it clean and we're keeping everything lined up. Okay, I'm here to say color choices matter. Please do not come in here with neon green slides and a red text. It's not giving science. That's giving me, the audience, everybody a headache. Stick with a calm 2 or 3 colors. Keep it neat. If you have a dark background, there should be a light color font. But what you want to avoid is what's happening in this slide. We could barely read what's going on in this lightning. It's just plain all tacky. What you want to do is something like this slide here, where there is it's a light colored font, maybe dark colored font. I'm sorry, a light colored background, but a dark colored font. And it's just very easy to read and it's not packed with too much information. So let's talk a little bit about using images to support your ideas. Images help a lot in science, especially in presentations in general. If you're talking about how plants grew taller in sunlight, show a picture of plants. If you're explaining data, you want to make sure that you're using a graph. But don't just throw memes or pictures to be cute unless they actually help with making the point. So, if we take a look and we see that it actually connects, one more thing that I hate a lot, and oh my God, I'm so happy I included this. I hate pictures as backgrounds. I could barely see the words. I'm distracted. I hate it. Don't do it. You'll fail. Please. Next, let's talk about formatting. This is where a lot of people mess up. Not because they don't know better, but sometimes because they're rushing. I want you to make sure that your font size does not change for each thing that you do, because it could look very sloppy. People sometimes get distracted by looking at different fonts. You want to make sure that your titles are large, you can bold them. Avoid too many styles, so you don't need an italic for everything, underlines, bolds everywhere. You can start off with your title being big, start off with like 40 and adjust. Make sure that it's enough white space in your slide. Where this student kind of made formatting difficult is they used a fancy script type of text, but they smushed everything in there. You don't need too much on a slide. Your slides are supposed to be short little bullet points to help you remember what to talk about, but you should never be reading bar for bar off your slide. What you can do is do little speaker's notes or make note cards to help you memorize things or feel more confident. Okay, so let's practice giving feedback. Here is a slide made by some students that I had last year. I want you to write down 2 things that could be improved and 1 thing that the student did well. And this will be very important for you for your exit tickets. So make sure you understand it here. But that's all I have for this video, and see you in the next one.